you. We won 2 Emmys. Thank you very much. Thank you. We actually, I have bookends now, so I have to buy some books, and I'm going to put them on my bookshelf, and then I'll start reading. But we actually won 5 altogether. We won Best Directing, Writing, Audio, Best Talk Show, Outstanding Talk Show host, that's how they word it. But anyway, so when we won Outstanding Talk Show, everyone came up on stage. We went to New York, and it was the writers and the producers, and there's just a ton of people on stage. And I looked behind me, and I didn't even know who a couple of them were. I think my limo driver was back there. I'm not sure. I thanked him. I said I wouldn't be here without you. So, and then at the end of the night, they hand you the Emmy. And last year I got 1. This year it was 2. And it's lovely you get them, but then you leave, and there's parties to go to. So you're walking around carrying these. At first you're grateful, and then you're like, oh man, they're heavy, aren't they? Very heavy. Yeah. Don't act like they're not. They are. They're heavy, and they're pointy, so you have to be careful when you're going through crowds, which is what parties are. They're crowded. And it's like walking around with a lamp. That's all night long. And I actually hurt my shoulder. I woke up this morning, my shoulder was hurting. I think it's from it could have been from carrying it around. I'm sure it's not from drinking at the party and falling over it. This was my 2nd year at the Daytime Emmys, and I'll tell you, there is nothing like the crowds at the Daytime Emmys. The fans for daytime television are so different, because I've been in nighttime my whole life. I've been to the Nighttime Emmys, I've been to the Oscars, and it's very, very different. I mean, Daytime Emmys, the people, they watch you every single day, they watch the soaps every day, and they are so excited to see you, you know, and just screaming fans. I think we have a clip from, here's a clip from the show the other night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Susan Lucci.
Hey, we're so excited. Oh. That's a feeling too, and I think it's because it's New York. LA, it's just so jaded in LA. It's very different when it's people in New York or people from all over the country that come in, and they're really genuinely excited to see their favorite soap opera star or celebrity or whatever. Here in Los Angeles, everybody is just so jaded. The business is just, when they see somebody, it's just kind of, they try to act a little too cool. The audience at the Oscars, I think we have a clip from that. Totally different.
And the Oscar goes to...
They don't care as much. They just, I think that the daytime fans have a lot more energy because they mix their gin with their coffee. And so it gives you the boost, the high and the boost at the same time. And the thing that you also, you know, it's so much fun to win. It really is. But when you win, you want to thank everybody. But then it's boring to the audience. The audience doesn't want to hear a list of names. And some people take it so far. You know, those people that they go on, and you don't care. And I'd like to thank the guy who let me cut in line at the market the other day. I had more than 12 items, and you didn't have to let me in, but you did. And I actually thank some people by name, but I just use their first names. And that's safe, you know, so that everybody named Bill or Jim thinks that I thanked them, because those are popular names. So I just went, Bill, Jim, and then I left it at that. Some of you are watching today for the first time, and go ahead, jump on the bandwagon. I don't mind. I'm happy to have you watching. I welcome any and all viewers, because by God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to put everybody else out of business. That's what I'm doing. And if you were watching the Emmys, you know that I thank the fans. If you weren't watching, I'd like to thank you right now. And because when you win an award like this, it's because of, first and foremost, the fans who watch and support the show, and also the hard work of a lot of people. I mean, I want to thank all the camera guys. I want to thank everybody that works on the show. It takes a village, so I'd like to thank the village people. And mainly, they make me want to do it. what a whirlwind. It feels like we just got back yesterday.
It does feel like that.
I know it's Tuesday, but it doesn't feel like it. So, like I said, you know, I won an Emmy for Outstanding Talk Show Host, and being a talk show host means that, you know, I talk every single day on camera, and I do a pretty good job, obviously, because I won the Emmy, but somehow when I won the award, I don't know what happened to me. The language was not working, and this is what happened when I was trying to thank people. I want to thank Eddie and Eric and Kevin and Harley and Craig Peralta for everything you do to me. Do to me? What? Wow. Thank you very much. I don't know what happened. Obviously, he doesn't do things to me. He does things for me, which is what I meant to say, but the things he does for me does things to me. And that's none of your business. So anyway, here's some more people I want to thank. I want to thank Matthew Fox for being on the show today. He's on one of my favorite shows, Lost, and the season finale is this week, and I'm guessing, I don't know the ending, and I don't want to know, I like being surprised, but I think they stay lost. Otherwise, next season it's going to be called Found. And also on the show today, Jenny McCarthy is here. From the new show, The Bad Girls Guide, premieres tonight on the UPN. She's got a new book called Baby Laughs, and we're going to meet an amazing woman. She opens her home and her heart to kids who need some help in South Central LA. Her name is Charmony Baton, and she is here. Incredible story. And for the past few weeks, we've kept our beloved riffraff out in the backyard. Look, that was fun for a while. No one there now. The time has come to say goodbye to the backyard. So we've decided to give it away. Not the land, just the furnishings. So keep in mind, though, when you're trying to win this stuff, the riffraff have been all over the stuff. They're nice people, but they're riffraff. So go to the website, take a quiz about the backyard, and you may win the entire backyard furnishing. So good luck to all of you. And here's something else we started. We started something, it's not a contest, but it will make you a winner. It's called Looky-You on the Looky-Loo.
Looks like we made it. Left each other on the way to our love. Looks like we made it. Or I thought so till today, until you were there. And all I could taste was love, the way we made it.
Some of you started swaying in the wrong direction. I was watching you about to hit your neighbor's head, and it was not going to end pretty. So the first person who started this was Jenny Palmer in Muscatine, Iowa, and she wanted her face on a billboard. She didn't care why, and so we got her on a billboard, but we started by putting her on a looky-loo just to get her started. And then we received this letter when we decided to say looky-you on the looky-loo. Serena Cooper from Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Please, please, please pick me for the new Looky-You on the Looky-Loo. My husband bet me $50 that I wouldn't submit a picture for the Looky-Loo. If I do, I get money toward a new video camera we need. If he wins, I don't get on the Looky-Loo, and he gets to spend $50 on Star Wars comics. Ugh. Thanks a lot, Serena Cooper. Well, I have one thing to say to you, Serena. Looky-You on the Looky-Loo. She didn't say who the baby was, but I'm going to call, his name is Carl. I'm going to call him Carl. And I'm going to put a hat on him and a pipe. And a hat on her, too. And a scarf. There. That's cute. All right, Serena, not only are you on the looky-loo, but we're also going to send you a video camera, courtesy of Sammy's Camera of Los Angeles. And we're also sending you a $50 bill for your husband, and he can either buy the Star Wars comics or he can take you to dinner, whichever's more important. Thanks for sending that in, Serena. All right. I really do. I have the most creative audience in all of television. I got to tell you, if there's an Emmy for audiences, you should all have Emmys for your creativity. Every single day I get some beautiful art sent to me, every day, and they're likenesses of me. Some are more likenesses of me than others. And that here's something I got from Jason Wyatt in Statesville, North Carolina, and he says, Ellen, hey Ellen, I love your show and I try to watch every day when I get home from school. As you can see, this is supposed to be a caricature. I hope you like it, and it puts a smile on your face. I can't draw very good eyes or mouths. Enjoy life and every endeavor. Your fan, Jason Wyatt, 18 on April 30th. Hooray. P.S. You ought to finish a complete song sometime when you're dancing. So, bless you. All right, so here is this. I think he was inspired to paint me when he saw me in a swan dress that I wore at the Emmys a couple of years ago. This is me at the Emmys a couple of years ago. But of course, I was just copying Bjork, who wore it before me. So here's Jason's artwork, and I call this one Big Head, Tiny Hat. The tiny, tiny hat. Thank you, Jason. And now, I'm on a work of art that will live long, long, long through the ages. And tomorrow, we're going to open the Museum of Ellen in the Riff Raff Room. You're going to be able to see Jason's painting along with many other wonderful, wonderful works of art that have been sent to me. Keep in mind that we're closed on Sundays. Don't go away. When we come back, Matthew Fox is going to be sitting right here. We'll be right back. Our first guest is the star of one of my favorite shows, ABC's huge hit, Lost. Check out a scene from tomorrow's big season finale. Please welcome back to the show, Matthew Fox. Okay, so the last time you were here, you refused to admit that there was a monster on the island. There is a monster on the island. Why is everybody looking up and hearing roars and then finding people in trees that no one can reach? What is that, a helicopter picking people up and dropping them off?
Well, I like to call it the thing rather than a monster. I don't know why. This is sort of a technicality, I suppose. But I've been sticking with that pretty much all year, so I'm going to continue with that.
Right. We haven't seen the monster or heard it lately.
No.
There's been different things. We may see the monster
We're gonna see the monster
tomorrow night?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh.
Yeah. There will be glimpses of the monster. I think quite a few of them actually. But
Really?
yeah.
Well, like a Dockers ad. It's just going to be glimpses of like the hip and the leg and stuff like that.
No, I think you're gonna really like it. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I'm really excited. We're going to talk about it later about what the theory is, because there's a lot of different theories of what the show is, and I have a really good one. And if the writers haven't thought of it already, they may want to rewrite it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. So now you moved your whole family. You were talking about last time about that everyone moved to Hawaii to shoot this.
Yes.
Are you loving it?
We are very much.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of looking for a way to get out of Los Angeles for some time. I have 2 young children, and we live in Manhattan Beach, California. I have a place there, which is great, but it's really packed. And being from Wyoming, I really wanted to find a way to try to get them a little bit more outdoor space, a little bit more open area, and Hawaii's been perfect that way. They're also spending a ton of time in the water, which is fantastic.
Oh yeah, because you said you were starting to surf a little bit. Are you doing that more now?
Now that the show's finished shooting, I'm getting a little bit more time to do that, and I plan on doing that over the next couple months. But
and how old are your kids? You said
I have an 8-year-old daughter and a 3.5-year-old son.
And is the 8-year-old surfing yet?
Yeah, she's really interested in it. She spends a lot of time on a boogie board, and we do that together. And she's very athletic, so I don't think she's gonna have any trouble. So the next couple of months, I plan on trying to get her a shortboard. I'm sure she's listening right now and psyched about this.
Yeah.
And trying to get up.
Well, even a boogie board, I tried it once, and no one tells you that once that wave, first of all, no one tells you to walk out not holding it in front of you like that. That's what someone should have told me.
one of the first things they should tell you.
Knocked over every time, and it took me for a little while to realize to hold it. Anyway,
Yeah.
and then I got out there, I finally caught a wave, and I'll tell you, sand gets in places that you've
Yeah.
never...
Another bad thing about boogie boarding.
I knocked over dogs that were walking on the beach. The wave took me in, and these poor dogs that I was screaming for them to go, and two
Yeah.
labs just knocked over. So,
Because you really can't stop once you're on that.
no, you can't. There's not a steering wheel, and so the dogs, poor little dogs, just plowed them over.
Oh, it's funny.
So, and when you're surfing, because I've also heard that you're, now, I don't know, this is maybe not true. Are you naked a lot on the island?
You know, I have a tendency to take my clothes off and get naked whenever, especially, I mean, you know, you're in Hawaii, the water temperature this time of year
Oh,
is
sure,
about
we
80
all know
degrees.
that feeling. You're in
I mean,
Hawaii.
If I'm going to go in the water, I'd rather go without any clothes on. I mean, I think pretty much everybody would agree with that, right? There you go.
Well, yes, if you're in your own backyard, but you're in the ocean naked, really?
Yeah, that's
Do you
great.
surf naked?
Now, that's something that I would not do.
No? Why not?
No, I don't know. There's something about standing up on a board out in the water naked.
Oh, so you don't mind being under the water?
Yeah,
but
it's
you said
more
you...
about that little moment between taking the clothes off and then when you're in the water. That's you know, that's kind of fun.
Oh, so it's got, because I was just going to ask you to take your clothes off, but there's got to be water involved?
No.
Come on.
Wow.
You don't
Takes
really...
a little bit more water than
Yeah.
that.
We got all the water you need. Tell us how much you need.
We need a tank.
All right. We'll have it when we come back from commercial. We have a jacuzzi here.
There's going to be none of that. It has to be dark as well. It has to be nighttime.
It has to be dark?
It has to be dark as well.
You'd have to turn the lights off. He likes
you
it.
kid
Look,
yourself? No.
look at that. Look how good
Oh,
that
geez,
looks.
that does look good.
Doesn't it look good?
It's getting really
All right, well,
tempting
you
now.
think about it. You think about it. All right, we have to go to a commercial, and maybe you'll at least take your shirt off.
No. Not gonna go there.
All right, when we come back, oh, the riffraff is going nuts. When we come back, we're going to find out from the audience what they think is going to happen in tomorrow's season finale, and then I'm going to tell you what I think is really going to happen.
Great.
And if I'm telling you, it's a good idea.
I believe
hope
it.
the writers are watching.
I can't wait to hear it.
All right, don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with Matthew Fox, and we asked the audience to write down some theories of what they think, and basically they wrote down the same theories that are in some magazines right now. Some people think that the survivors have actually all died in the crash, and the island is purgatory. That's
Right.
one of the theories out there, and people are living out there. It's hell for some people, and for other people, it's just a journey. And some people think it's a giant lab for a mad scientist experimenting. Some people think that aliens crashed the plane and placed the survivors in a zoo-like habitat, and they're just toying with them now. Here's what
That's
I
kinda
think.
interesting.
I don't know what's going to happen with the boat. I can't figure that out. I think maybe the people that took off on the boat are going to end up, first we're going to think they're going to die, because that's how you do it, and you drag that out, and then they don't die. And then at the end, they end up on some other island that we keep watching them on, and they're now completely lost someplace else. And I think when you open the hatch, I think in the hatch there's a whole civilization going on that people from before had to survive to get away from the monster, and they created like this underground futuristic world that's like, and there's like an Urban Outfitters, because Kate has cute clothes. I think that's where Kate gets her outfits from. I think there's
She does
a
have some
Jumbo
nice
Juice.
outfits.
There's all kinds of stuff down there. Seriously, there
That's
could be like
good.
a whole civilization down there that's
I really like that.
Right?
I do think that there's potential that it could be a version of that,
right.
actually.
You go from complete like nothing basic and then to like high-tech future world down there.
Right. That's good. It's good. And I also like the fact that the raft finds another island. So they're they're like lost squared.
Yeah, exactly. Lost Squared. We think there's going to be a spinoff called Lost Miami at some point, too, because it's popular. One question I want answered is the French woman, she's been there for years and years, and she has like wild kind of hair because she's been there forever, and yet she's kept her bangs trimmed the entire time. What is the French woman doing to keep her bangs trimmed?
I don't know.
That's my
I don't know.
question.
That's a good one, though.
Thank you. All right. Or what if you open the hatch and it's Wisteria Lane right there? You're just right on top of that. All right. If you run into problems, I have ideas all the time.
I'll keep that in mind.
All
I'll
right.
tell Damon.
All right. Matthew, thank you for being here.
Thank
The
you for
2-hour
having me.
season finale of Lost airs tomorrow at 8 o'clock on ABC. Neighborhood savior Sharmini Baton joins us after this. Don't go away. When we read about our next guest in People magazine, we knew that we had to meet her in person. She's been called the Mother Teresa of South Central Los Angeles by opening her home and providing guidance and hope. She's helped more than 70 at-risk kids stay clear of gangs, drugs, and crime. Please welcome the truly inspiring Sharmini Baton. Welcome, Sharmini.
Thank you for having me here.
You were amazing. Let me just start by saying that you live in. I don't know how you even think. Oh, I can do this. You live in a one-bedroom apartment.
Yes.
And how many kids do you have living with you right now?
I have 8 kids living with me. And
8 kids.
8 kids.
And over the course of how many years you've had 70?
Oh yes. Oh wow. Years.
70.
Yes, over 70.
70 kids. And what exactly do you do for them?
Well, I try to get into their heads and to try to refocus their mind. A lot of kids, they haven't seen, they can't see their 18th birthday. They don't see themselves past 18.
Because they've lost so many
They've
people.
lost hope and just lost their way. So I try to redirect them and give them a lot of love, a lot of nurturing them and caring, and try to refocus their minds, get them back into school. If they're not in school, it's the first thing we do, we get back in school. Give them school.
Because when it's not just this, well, I want you to paint a picture because I think most people don't have a clue as to what that neighborhood is. So they have a hard time even walking to school because
Of drive-by shootings.
Drive-by
Yes,
shootings. So they may
yes.
not even, just walking to school, they may not even make it to school.
They may not make it to
much
school,
less getting
yes.
into school.
Yes.
And then there are
definitely.
gangs that are going to kick them out of school and say you can't stay here.
Yes.
All
yes.
right, so what made you start helping? I mean, a lot of people live in that neighborhood. A lot of people see that and think it's horrible. What made you say, I live in a one-bedroom apartment and you're going to come live with me and I'm going to give you hope and I have no money, because you have no help from social services
No, no
whatsoever.
help from social
This is
services.
just you doing this.
Just me doing this.
What made you start doing this?
Well, when I was a kid, my mom, she did this when we were growing up. It's 8 of us in the family, but my mom would bring in everyone, every stray cat you would see just come in. And when I was growing up, my bed wasn't my own bed. And then she said that this is her destiny and this is what God had her to do.
But something made you do that, right? You were working and then suddenly you couldn't work anymore?
Yes, I was working and I had a job injury where I couldn't work. I can't work any longer. But the kids, they called me. They would come over my house. With my RSD, I can't write anymore. The kids, they write for me. They do everything. I mean, everything. So I have children. I have a lot of kids that are my own now.
And a lot of them, either the reason they're with you is they don't have a mother or a father, and that's some of them.
Well, yes, some have parents, and some they do not have parents. And a lot of kids, they know my house is an open door. So if you're on there, there's some kids they rather not go into the system, so they rather stay on the streets, but they could come to my house. And my thing is to clean yourself up.
And you have
refocus.
rules. You have
I
strict
definitely
rules.
have rules.
What are the rules?
No drugs, no gangs, and you must go to church. And you must go to school, get an education.
And you are, speaking of schools, you're going to open a school yourself,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Tell us about that.
Los Angeles County Sheriff Lee Baca donated a building to us, and through the donation, we will open up a leadership academy. And the children would be picked up from their homes, brought to the school in uniform, home-cooked breakfast every morning.
It shows you that if kids, if they just have this opportunity, it's not that they don't want to do better. They feel like they don't have any hope, and you're giving them hope.
Yes, I've had kids that come to me, help me, I want to get in school. And we try to find the perfect school for each child and the right school for them. There's a lot of kids.
Because you're
who want
helping one to go into, she
Yes.
wants to be a vet.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yes,
I think
yes.
that's a lovely thing that she wants to be a
Yes.
vet. All right, so here's what we have to do. We have to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to show you how much we appreciate you by maybe giving you a couple of little tokens of appreciation, something like that. We'll be right back. I love that. She said they called me soul sister in her neighborhood, and so thanks a lot. That's quite a compliment. All right, this is the article in People magazine that we were talking about before, and I just can't tell you enough. Reading this and just knowing your story, and I hope it inspires other people to do the same thing. Just in case you're joining us, we're back with Sharmini Baton. She dedicates her life to helping at-risk kids in South Central Los Angeles. And not only does she open her home to these kids, but she's also starting a school for them. And Sharmini, we have some gifts for you, just because this is the least we can do. Kmart is an active participant in communities across the country. They're giving you a $5,000 gift card that you can use to buy a lot of great merchandise. That's good.
Uniforms.
Yeah.
You get a uniform.
Yeah. Yeah, because you said you want the kids to wear uniforms,
Yes.
so the $5,000 from Kmart could actually
Yes.
help you with the uniforms.
Oh.
Also, I know that, food to feed all those kids, I mean, and you're doing this on your own, that's very expensive. Albertsons is giving you a gift card for $5,000. Let it out! You can scream! Let it out! All right. You were mentioning the uniforms, but you should save that $5,000 that Kmart's giving you for something else, because Centinela Freeman Health System in Inglewood, California, is donating more than $3,000 for student uniforms. So you have to worry about that. And there's so many things that you're trying to do that these things that, that'll help towards something. But you're trying to buy a van, and even buying a van, the costs of taxes and insurance are a fortune. So SBC Bank is committed to educational causes. They're donating $5,000 to help when you do get a van, $5,000 towards those costs of taxes and insurance. It's HSBC Bank. Yeah, here, you want that?
Thank you.
You want 2 of those?
Yes, two.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so anyway, all that's going to help tremendously. When you go to look for a van, there's a lot of great vans out there. One van that I would suggest that I've seen recently is a Dodge Sprinter. It's a top-performing commercial van. It's spacious, and it has a Mercedes-Benz turbo diesel engine, so it got really, really great gas mileage. I just know this off the top of my head. And while you're thinking about the Dodge Sprinter, you should look behind that wall, and it's also carrying some very precious cargo. Come on over there. Get your precious cargo out. Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that! Look at that! That's it! You got a little bow on there.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm glad to do it. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Princess Marie Fowler.
How you doing?
Fine.
All right, and how long have you been locked in there? The whole show? Or?
No,
It's pretty spacious for you. What is your name?
My name is DeAndre Edmondson.
And is it spacious and roomy and cool?
Stand up.
Hopefully.
Very
Were you
roomy.
standing up?
standing up.
Was there air going on in there?
Air.
All right. Well, y'all are, lucky as can be to have someone like Sharmini in your life. And, and we're also extremely proud of you because it takes somebody really special to even see that you have somebody like that to gravitate to. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Yes.
Thank you. And this is presented to you, Ellen. Everybody loves you, yes.
Because I'm a soul sister.
Yeah, because you're our soul sister.
All right. Thank you so much. I will be your soul sister. Thank you so much. All right, if you'd like to make a donation to help Charmony and the amazing work she does, visit our website for more information. Jenny McCarthy joins us after this. We'll be right back. Our next guest has a new best-selling book, Baby Laughs, and also has a new UPN show, The Bad Girl's Guide. Take a look. Please welcome Jenny McCarthy. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm very happy to be here.
It's a very busy schedule, so thanks for dropping
Oh,
by.
please, come on, it's you.
Well, thank you. And so now this is the second bestseller.
This is the follow-up.
That's amazing, and they're both based on because of your son.
The first one was the pregnancy. This one is about the first year. So if you know anybody that had a baby or is expecting, it makes a great gift. Baby Laughs. I'm so proud of it.
No, and I hear that a lot of people who are pregnant are receiving this as a gift.
Yeah,
and it's
they
your
love it.
experiences. And this baby, though, is not your baby. You are holding a mock baby.
No, this is Hollywood. This is a stand-in baby.
Right. And was it a good baby?
He was screaming, which is why his butt cheeks are facing the camera versus his cute face. So we kind of had to moon everybody.
It looks like it's probably Matthew Fox. And, he enjoys the nakedness. And so he was screaming, and he was screaming in your ear
He
while
was
you were
screaming.
holding
Well,
him?
you know, we first had him on my lap to look out to try to smile, and he was losing his mind. So I kind of turned around like a mom, but what mom doesn't love little baby butt cheeks? So
Yeah.
thought maybe it'll help sell.
Yeah,
sell
no,
some
I think that's a cute picture, especially considering the baby's crying.
Oh, I love your other pictures I'm looking at
Yeah,
here.
this is you. How long after this did you deliver?
Now, pregnant people were chasing me going, there's no way you were over 200 pounds. This is my first time showing me in the hospital bed. Here you go. Take a look at the face. Thank you for that. I was like, I'm going to show it just to prove, hey, you know, if I lost it, anybody can.
So, and did you lose it? How long did it take you to lose it?
It took a good year of me going to Weight Watchers every week.
Really?
And not caring what people thought. I walked every day with my stroller and sat there, talked about Oreos, talking to me in the middle of the night, too. And I became friends with a group of women there. We went every week and weighed in, and we're like, yeah, 3 pounds. And by the end of the first birthday, I got back into my jeans, so I was pretty proud.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of weight to lose. That's
I
a lot
was
of weight to gain.
fat.
But some people don't gain that much weight.
No, I gorged.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? I'm going to eat, and I don't care what anybody thinks. Little did I know, you know, I was going to have to lose, you know, 80 pounds.
Well, they say also it's good for the baby. Now, how much did he weigh when he was born?
He was a whole 7 pounds.
Oh.
And God, I wish he was 72.
Yeah, because they say if a baby has, it's good for their brains to be a little fatter when they're new.
Who knows? All
yeah,
I
who
know
knows?
is it's very unhealthy to eat that much, especially what I was eating. So.
Well, because I was going to ask you, you know, we've heard a lot about babies talking really early. How old is he now?
He's 3 years old. He just turned 3 this week.
And when did he start talking?
5 months old.
Oh, really?
5 months old, he said 3 words. And I went, you gotta be kidding me. He said, turtle, dog, cow. And I went, oh,
Turtle,
my
dog,
God.
cow?
Turtle, dog, cow.
All in the same
Well,
breath?
he was looking at, I was showing him this book constantly in the bathtub every day. Turtle, dog, cow. And then I said, oh, no one's gonna believe me. I'm not even gonna say anything. Babysitter, guess what? Your kid said turtle, dog, cow. I said, I know. So, 5 months old, Ellen, I'm
And so
telling you.
now what's he doing? Is he a genius at 3?
He can't even use a fork, so.
So it goes to show you.
Yeah.
He's just trying to figure out a fork on turtle, dog, cow at 3. All right, well, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the book, second bestseller. That's great. The Bad Girl's Guide premieres tonight at 9:30 on UPN. Everybody in the audience is getting a copy of Jenny's book, Baby Laughs. We're going to be right back. Don't go away. I want to thank Matthew Fox, Jenny McCarthy, and Charmony Baton. Tomorrow, Ben Stiller, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Alanis Morissette will be here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.